is Tiffany Cameron, Reggae Girl's top striker, and you are watching Ryan LFC YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Your boy Ryan LFC back again, guys. Another top shelf video for you guys today. In this video, we're going to do a special interview with, someone that who make Ryan LFC start to support Liverpool, Kevin Blackwood, and he has done his best to make sure that I support Liverpool from way back when. You know what I mean? So it's good to be a Liverpool fans right now, and I just want to welcome the former Excelsior students and the former Jamaica College students. Manning Cup winner back in 2013. Excellent. Playing with Kevin Blackwood at Ballstone is the best midfielder I ever played with. He's a role model to a lot of youth in Chenstown, especially me people. Trust me, he has impacted my life big time. Someone who I have a lot of love for. I don't know if him still have a lot of love for me, but as a brother, grew together in Chenstown, I have a lot of love for him and stuff. So it's a pleasure to have him on the platform. Kevin Blackwood, good evening, man. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, and it's always a pleasure to reconnect with former teammates and friends and things like that. So I'm grateful to be here to share my stories and give insights of whatever happened in the past and what the future holds and all that.
Trust me, Kevin, as I say, as a young man growing up in Chenstown, I can remember all the time and struggle talking about Liverpool, Stevie Gerrard especially them Tuesday and Wednesday when Champions League playing in Jamaica. And he always come at training and say, listen, struggle with that set yesterday. You see that ball, Stevie Gerrard pass. Like out of the man say, yo, which ball? I don't know what you are talking about and stuff. And, one game, I'm just happy if say, yo, I'm going to watch Liverpool and Chelsea in a Champions League game. And Stevie Gerrard are my ball, and you make, because of Stevie Gerrard, they talk about Stevie Gerrard and do the research and stuff. So, Regine, I tell everybody, say, you are the person who make me support Liverpool. So,
it's glad we could say that way, It's Liverpool, and obviously, we have people use professional footballers to motivate them or mold them in, players and the man or men they want to be in society. So, and for me, Steven Gerrard was one of my biggest role models coming up. Yet to meet the guy, but hopefully sometime in the future.
Most definite, man. But first and foremost, what your family doing and everything?
Everybody is doing well, we can't complain. Everybody is, may I say, COVID free. Most of my friends and family weren't affected by COVID-19, so we have to be grateful for that. I'm sure that we're highly blessed.
Most definitely. So my first question to you, Kevin, tell us a little bit about your childhood life growing up in Rima.
Oh,
but nervous.
So, my story might be different from a lot of different people, whereby, growing up in the inner city is either, them say two things lead to jail or death or whatever. For me, it was somewhat different. Seen it all, we experienced it, like we've seen man stab man, we see, we saw a lot of things growing up. Guys getting shot and all that. But from the beginning, I knew what I wanted. I knew that, we have to use something as an avenue to take me places, right? And take me out to the ghetto and with. They use football and also my education to take me out to, the ghetto. But to summarize it, my experience from the ghetto is, me had a lot of help from not just my family and friends, but elders too. elders when I want to say you're going on the wrong path. Like if them see do certain things, you can't do that. So I believe an elder like Fisherman from First Street, Ferdy Bent, Kirk Porter was one of them, Michael Campbell, a lot of different, and other friends and family, Jonathan from Federal, a lot of people where the list could go on and on. If not for name more people and we wouldn't be done. And obviously, me have a big up, leave the best of last, big up my mother, Charmaine, because she was a big part of it too.
Yeah, talk us about a little bit about your mother though, because I know your mother has been right from day one, from the get-go, always want the best for you and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Charmaine, people say she's a lot like me, but me normally say I'm a lot like her. She's very spirited, she's always motivated, always happy, always on the go, always hustling. And I think I got that from her. And she believed in me from the get-go, in which, from your mother believing you feel like, you can move mountains and things like that. So I'm a rock, my motivator and everything. So I'm a big up.
Well, how difficult you have it going to school though and a financial wise though, going to school?
Oh, it was
Boys Town, your basic school, the Boys Town and high school and all that stuff.
Yeah, it was challenging. I don't want to make it look so bad, say it was a struggle, but it was definitely challenging, and like I said, kudos to people who have helped us along the way, like, rest in peace, Delroy Simmons. He was, one of those guys who played an integral role in us to stay in school and, to propel from one level to the next. But it was tough because I remember times when you just have to go to school without lunch money. And then, that's when my mother came in play. Like, she said, go on to school, you will figure it out because I don't have it today. And eventually I had no choice more than to figure it out. And yeah, it wasn't a struggle per se, but more so of a challenge of figuring things out as you go.
Yeah. So talk to me about your basic school and going up primary school and high school and all of them stuff.
And I went to Boys Town all age and basic school. I think my grade 1 teacher was, I think Miss Brady, and grade 2 Miss Williams, grade 3 Miss Williams, grade 4 Miss Barnett, grade 5 Miss Barnett, and I think grade 6 Miss Barnett. And also most importantly, we can't leave out Miss Bredna, rest in peace. She was one of her teachers where she never give up on anybody. Even sometimes the ladies leaving Trenchtown Rema at 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, just to make sure that everybody is able to learn. She was so passionate about her job. So one of the teachers or professors would say would never forget. But each step of primary school and basic school it was fun. It was fun actually. You get a lot of things to do outside of school, especially sports day, and you get all different kinds of race: lineman spoon, egg and spoon, potato race, flat foot race, and all that. So primary school was fun and basic school was fun.
Yeah. So when you start to play football though, when you know you have a talent to play football?
Actually, I started playing at 4 or 5 years old. At that time, I was with my grandmother for a little bit on Maxfield Berwick Road. We used to play on the street and stuff like that. And my best friend at the time, still my best friend up until today, one of my best friends, Ricardo Reed. We used to live in the same yard at Berwick Road, and we started playing on the street, and people start talking about, it was probably like 6 of us where we enter into some competition as some youngsters really young. you know, we start winning games and things like that, and people start talking about it. So, and then I remember Ricardo's dad, Steve, took me to play for Marvel U, and then and that's when I realized that I had a talent, and you know, I just continued to play.
Okay. So you start to play for Marvel before you even play for Boystone?
Yeah. So the funny thing is, that was U13. That was like 10 years old, 9 or 10, and at the time, the reason why Boystone didn't have any youth program yet. And I have under 20 and under 20, 21, and you know, the senior team or whatever. No, yeah, I think at that time we weren't promoted back to the Premier League yet, so it was just a Super League team. And that year I went to play for Marvel. I did really well with finishing the semi. I remember playing as a left midfielder, number 11. It was slow and weak at the time, but you know, just get it to my feet, and then I would be able to get things done. And then the following season, you know, Marvel named me captain before the league even start. But Boystone have them own under 13 program now, so I'm like, you know, it's time to come home now. So, and the decision was tough, you know, because you know, Marvel helped, you know, put me on the map. Marvel was the first organized team, competitive competition I've ever played with and for. So leaving them to go to Boystone, it was, you know, it was tough. And then at same season, we'd have to face Marvel too. So you know, everything was tough. But it was good though. Like overall, it was good. It was a good experience.
Okay, most definitely. But people, make sure you guys smashing the like button. The people them in the background, Renee, can you type in Ryan LFC on YouTube? That's where the interview is going on. I can't let you on the stream, Renee. So Kevin sent it the wrong stream, not me. Okay, Renee, type in Ryan LFC on YouTube, and you will see the interview live now. All right, man, celebrating. But yeah. So you start to play for Marvel before you start to play for your hometown, Boystone. Yeah. But talk to me a little bit. Going to Boystone primary school, you pass a Clonclatty, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I remember this in the bridging when we were playing under 13. I mean, you talk about Cools and Pepsi, and them time they may have play under 13 and. May I go Coburn Garden at the time out of Chima.
Go ahead.
And may I say, yo, that's what I tell you, say you make a big impact on me because you play Cools, you play Pepsi and Cools at the time for Clonclatty. And I say, yo, listen, you have to do some schoolwork, you know, for pass for a better school for go high school for play that. And that's what I tell you, say you make a big impact. And me, especially, you know, growing up. But anyway, continue.
At the time, like I would say, yo, we had to get to it. We knew what we wanted from then. Like we had seen it all, you know, from people broken into people's homes, you know, people getting shot, stuff, whatever. And you have to use things as, like I said before, as an avenue to get creative. You know, say, yo, football alone would never gonna do it. So, you know, and my mother did big on that, make sure say when I do school work thing. And so okay, me just gonna do CXC and make sure say I pass to a good school. And then even if I never pass to a good school, I know say you know, after a year or two we can transfer because of football. So I told me to Clonclatty for a year or two, play Pepsi, Cools. Just got my name out there a little bit. I remember after my first season with Clank CC, become the player coach. So coach quit. I miss him most of the time, so I had to be coaching and playing, and it was fun, you know, cause we kicked up a storm. I remember we went to Kingston College and we tied 0-0. I remember we scored that game, but it was disallowed. So we could have won that game also. finishing the quarterfinal, got knocked out by Calabar at home. I think the score was like 4-1 or something like that. And after that, it's that time for a change, and change in an instant where never go somewhere to make a bigger impact, and that's when I decided to go to Excelsior.
Okay, we have to talk about that because that's interesting. So I remember when, both of us go to Excelsior at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Both of us always, if me I go wait for you or you are come wait for me going to Excelsior. How you feel leaving from Clontarf to going to Excelsior?
First, I was a little nervous, because it's a whole different environment. It's a different setting. Everything was different, Sometimes old people talk, sometimes old people dress old, they carry themselves and all that. It was somewhat of a different. And, getting used to the pace at school, whether it be in the classroom or on the field, it was different and challenging to an extent. But eventually we did, after 2-3 months, we did settle in pretty good.
Yeah. Coach Karumi there in the building. Big up yourself, Coach Karumi. Rennie, big up yourself. Anthony, big up yourself. Enough love and respect for all of you guys joining. Daniel, big up yourself.
Coach Karumi.
Coach Karumi. Yeah, but listen, I want to talk to you about Boyston before we talk about playing for Excelsior and then leave and go to Jamaica College. But talk to me about your time at Boyston, play under 13. Captain Boyston under 13, under 15, under 20. Captain Premier League? I don't know. I'm just asking.
So, I remember coming back from Marvel to play for Boyston. Was captain under 13 at the time. Played under 13. Went to the semi-final that year. I think we lost to Phoenix. I think it was 3-0.
Yeah,
like that. And then went on to play under 15 with players like Jamil Hardware, Tribble Walker, Jamie Robinson, Marvin Morgan, Odian Hamilton, just to name a few. It was good. And then
remember me, call my
I'm calling him. I just the old few played them first. Ryan Jackson. But yeah, and then after, I remember we did a pool of players to be selected for captaincy, and I was up there with Jamil Hardware and Jamie Robinson. So from back then, the coaching scene I'm talking about. Some of them see some form of leadership or some sort of maturity at that time. But obviously, we couldn't be the captain over Jamil Hardware and those guys, because them older and them more experienced. So after that, I think we got knocked out by Tivoli Gardens in the quarterfinal again or something like that. Then I went back to play under 13, captain the team again. We went back to the semi-final again. I don't remember quite sure if we lost to Real Mona or not. But then we started playing under 15. We won the regular season, and then we lost in the final to Cavaliers twice. We won the regular season twice, I think, and lost in the final twice to Cavaliers. I remember that final, I was getting blamed because I should have been the first one to step up to take the PK in the beginning, but I wanted to stay for last. People just tell me that's wait for the glory, but in which I was waiting for the glory. I wanted to score that winning penalty and run out and celebrate. And then we lost to under 17. I was the captain again. We won the regular season and then lost to Cavaliers again at
under 17, bro.
Yeah, under 17.
Tell them you give it a finally don't It's St. George's, brother.
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me actually.
Bro, are you, bro?
No.
You, me, I tell you say you want 2-man wall, and you tell me say me only want 1.
So
and by the way, me stand up on the poop, me there one, Messi they stand up over the free kick. This is a 2 goal and people. I'm there on one side, and I say Kevin, 2-man wall, and Kevin I said to me say, me no need 2-man wall. Remember, you know, people, at the first time this man and me discuss this live. People, Kevin Blackwood caused us to lose that under 17 final. We should have win the double. Because we win the normal season. Cavaliers down to 10 man. And I say Blackwood, 2-man wall. Him the leader, and I say, yo, brother, 2. Kevin said no. Still the on the post, I said 2. The referee blow the whistle. The man kick a free kick from all the way. And it hitting at the back of the net.
All right, you told your side. You want me to tell my side now?
Yeah.
So, I hope you tell the people how far the man scored from you know. Where from the throw line. The man scored. So, when you know what you want to tell me, you need 2 man in the wall. I say, oh, you need 1 man in the wall. Get back in the goal. That's what I say. Get back in the goal. And then the man chipped the ball. It was so embarrassing losing to 9 men at the time. And at the time, they had players who just came back from freshly back from the World Cup, under 17 World Cup in
9
at the time. So and they used 9 men beat us. It was embarrassing, and that was the first game match my mom actually came to, and she was crying. And it's my fault. This that I know. Just one of them things. But yeah, it was. For anybody to be blamed, it would have been you, guys. There's no way a guy should score from it so far from we have the throw line. Like, no way, you know. After all, he's Messi, but he's not Lionel Messi.
Bro, you never listen to me, brother. You say, brother, listen to me. Me as the goalkeeper, say more than 2. You as an outfield player, you cannot tell the goalkeeper say more than 1 man wall. And just because me there on the post I argue with you, the referee blow the whistle, I'm not in position, and the man just kick the ball.
So whose fault is that?
Your fault, brother. If you give me 2 man, if you give me 2 person on the wall, brother, and then my position myself, me that save the ball easy.
All right, I'll take the blame. Even though my job is not to stop the ball with my hands, I'm going in the goal.
Yeah, but as the captain, if you are the captain and the rest of player them outfield, me I say 2 as the goalkeeper. People down in the comment section. Who wrong? Who wrong? See? He might the leader. People are going to listen to him more because he's the man who leading the team. But me as the goalkeeper, he cannot keep goal. I may tell him, say, more 2 man, the finalists teeing me. I tell you the truth, Reggie. We should have won the final, brother. You cause it, brother.
It's only been 8 years now, right? So sorry.
Still remember it. So, playing for Boys Town, it was good, Kevin, right?
Yeah, it was good. After that, at like around 16, went on to play under 20, under 21. One under 20, I think, twice. One was with Jamie Lado. He was the captain at the time. Following season, I became the captain. I don't remember if we won it or not.
Bro, I won under 21, brother.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I say. But
you win one with Jamie Lado, the man, my brother.
Mm-hmm.
And then me and you book down a Tivoli again. Me I play for Arnett, I'm a beat you.
It's just been so long, and people are not so old, so I'm not gonna remember more sight. But yeah, I remember you playing for Arnett, yeah.
Beat you, yeah, cry. People wanna cry. I beat him and I want to look final as somebody who I look up to. I tell the people, yo, Kevin, you make a big impact. I don't know when the relationship break off with me and your brother, but I tell you as my brother, I love you, Bridging. I love you. You understand? I love you as my brother, you. You know, as somebody who I look up to. You know.
You cry? I feel like I get emotional and stuff.
No, bro. That's what I say. I don't know what the relationship break up, brother. But I think I when you got JC still, but we are gonna get tonight still. But anyway, anyway. So your captain Boyston under 13, under 15, win a lot of trophy with Boyston, your hometown team. You accomplished a lot for Boyston. You went on and play Premier League for Boyston. What is it like playing Premier League for Boyston? Coming up right through the youth academy at Boyston.
So you know that's every kid's dream. As a footballer, you always want to play for your club, especially your home club, at the highest level. You know, and I remember making I made my debut at 17 against Village. I think it was Village. We were playing with actually I think 10 men or 11. We won 1-0. Shane Edwards scored a goal. I remember that because obviously I have to remember that. It was good. You know, it was nerve-wracking at first because you know you're young and inexperienced playing with some man with bigger and stronger and faster than you. But thank God, I had Kirk Porter, Michael Campbell, Damian Benjamin, just to name a few, Marvin Stewart, who always, Xavier Virgo, who always, you know, they saw something in me that I didn't see in myself at the time. And, you know, them was pushing me through with it. Remember Bangi said something to me. Said, hey, take on the man. Some pass. You know you have it in here. And then from the skipper himself, I tell you that, you know, you have the license to do whatever you want. So after that game, we came back to Boystown and I just started playing regularly after that.
Yeah. So what in your opinion, playing for the Premier League team, what are some of the things you learn from playing different from playing under 20, under 13? What the difference with the Jamaican Premier League at the time?
So what I figured out with my transition from playing youth football to playing in the Premier League was you have to value the ball more. The speed of play was different. You have to be technically and tactically sound. You have to be aware because obviously them players is like faster and stronger, so I'm anti in a flash. And I have to use what I had to my advantage, which was my touches. Whenever I have the speed, I never have the strength. So you have to just do whatever I want. Like get the ball under control fast. I beat a man. If I play a 1-2, I let it go fast. And your decision making is crucial because sometimes you can turn the ball over in some spot and then you get punished for it. 1-2 touches, 2 passes, you get punished for it. If you play youth football, you know, probably 8 out of 10 times you'll get off. They're gonna let you off. So yeah, I think that was the biggest. That was the notable transition for me.
Yeah. You remember how many games you play in the Premier League?
A good amount.
Yeah, it's all right. You play 8 games for Boystown. You play against Arnett.
Mm-hmm.
At Arnett Garden, that draw 1-1. You play against Sporting Central, that draw 0-0. You play Rivoli, 0-0. Boystown defeat Mobile United by 3-0. Tivoli, 0-0. Harborview, 0-0. Portmore, 1-1. The only game you win, brother, for Boystown, brother. 8, and you only won 1.
Which game was that we won?
What you defeat? Bro, you know win none, brother.
No,
you know none. You beat Mobile. You beat Mobile cheated. You beat Mobile cheated.
I'm glad you do your stats them, but you have 7 more games after that where we won. We beat Cavaliers on a Monday night football at Cavaliers 1-0. We beat Harborview 2-0 at Boystown. We beat Portmore 1-0 at Boystown. I remember, I think one of our central came out the bench that game in the first half. When our central midfielder went down. We beat Tivoli at Boystown 2-1. And we beat what's the team that were Broomweed play for? What that team the name again?
Who?
Broomweed, the defender. Broomweed.
Broomweed. I don't remember. Cairo, me remember.
We beat Umberlion 3-0 down at Umberlion, and 2 more games.
Okay.
So like I said, we're glad you did research still, but you missed out on a couple.
Okay.
Okay.
Never show me way back when still, but thank you for that correction. really appreciate it. But all right, so let's go back to Excelsior. You're playing for Excelsior.
Mm-hmm.
I think you play Manning Cup. 1 year a Manning Cup or 2 Manning Cup you play for Excelsior?
2 Manning Cup, 1 Coles. Remember when I just got to Excelsior, I had to sit out a year.
Hold on. And that year, brother.
So let me talk about that year. So that year you played, you won. Because you know that's what I say. That year you played, you won. And then the following year I played, we won again. I think we won it for like 3 years in a row. We have players like Kareem Bantan, Tanil, Atkinson, Zelana Band. Some of those players won it 2-3 times, which was good. Played 2 years of Manning Cup. Remember, got knocked out of the quarterfinal round twice. Lost to Wolmer's the first year. Wolmer's and I think GSC, not GSC, but Wolmer's and another team. And remember, the second year we lost to, I think, KC 1-0, tied with Norman Manley and I think lose another one. So can't remember fully, but we know we finished at the quarterfinal twice.
Okay. But you know that the first time, brother, you come, see, I know you love Clonclarty people, I tell you the truth. Except that Clonclarty play semi-final upper. What a school name, man, is not immaculate. Be a female is immaculate. Champion.
Mm-hmm.
And Kevin assure loyal support to Clonclarty. You know, Kevin, the people, he might represent Excelsior, you know. And Kevin bring a Clonclarty jersey in him bag. I don't know what him that think. Say he must support Clonclarty High School. Why you do that, brother?
First off, I can't recall bringing a Clonclarty jersey in my bag.
I remember like yesterday, bro.
And that's firstly, I can't recall bringing a Clonclarty jersey or a shirt in my bag. Secondly, I haven't represented Excelsior yet because I was sitting out the year.
Yeah.
So I came and I was a neutral supporter. Even though deep down I wanted Excelsior to win, in which we did win, and that was that.
All right, I'm not gonna pressure you, my brother. I'm not gonna pressure you. So you play 2 Manning Cup for Excelsior, 1 Coles. I think you 1 Coles after me 1 Coles. I don't know. Some reason you have always have 1 year in anything.
Because
they born September, right?
Yeah. So
he's a lucky boy. But Kevin, I want to ask you a question though, because I think I the relationship fall off with me and your brother. Because coming up in Rima, going home, coming home, if you say Rima man, Ryan, you see Kevin Blackwood. Kevin went to chain with Jamaica College people. One day. And where I think at the time?
So, I'm not going to use the excuse as me.
Coming at the camera, man. Nobody go one. Come at the camera, brother.
I try the computer. I try. All right.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to use the phrase, the phrase people use. I was young and naive. I don't want to use that. But however, I was young and, and some of my friends I say, go for JC, go train because Excelsior ready to start training and things. So I'm going to go up there, go train. So with me, I don't know what my thought process was at the time. I just got up and said, all right, cool, we're going to the train. But little did I know that Liebert Aleman and Alfred Henry was good friends like this. So remember after the training session, and you know, it was good. A couple players like myself, Riley,
Bumpy.
Who else? It was like 3 or 4 of us. Anyways, came back to Excelsior the next day and Aleman and you know, the man face looked miserable. And the first thing he said to me was, "You can't go back where I come from, you know." And I'm like, "Coach, what are you talking about?" And I was like, "Yeah, you can't go back over JC." And then that's when it all started. My plan was never to transfer to JC. At the time, Excelsior was everything we wanted. Like, remember we were on camp. We everything was just so nice at Excelsior. We camp, we sleep under AC. We get food 3 times a day. We get to save a lot of money because, you know, food and everything. And the whole support from the whole Nannyville, Backbush, from the school at large was really good. You know, playing so close to the fans at the time was just like, was every time just running out. It was so electric and stuff. So that wasn't in my thoughts to play for Jamaica College. Until I get to a point where I think I came back to practice around only 6 to 7 times and then turned my back 6 to 7 times. And I said, go back where I come from. True, what you say? It's because you can't make Jamaica College, you're coming back down here. Till one day I remember that mad. And I said to him, "Hey, me a big baller, what you go?" And it didn't come back at the time. Then after that, I just went on and played with JC.
Brother, you know the law, you know the rule for Excelsior with Coach Liebert Aleman. Once you go and change for another school, that's it. That's it for you.
Mm.
You know? And at the time, you know, the rumor was going around. You know, Excelsior 6th form is more harder for getting.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the rumor. You know, you're nothing like this where you were trying to go to Jamaica College because, you know, Excelsior 6th form is more harder for getting. And it is more easier to get in Jamaica College. Or you just want us 2 options. You want to have Excelsior and Jamaica College. Let's be honest, because you're a big man now, you win nothing with Jamaica College. Just free your story you're sharing, brother.
All right. Again, to be completely honest with you, I had no intention of going to Jamaica College. One, we I think about leaving a co-ed school to go to an all-boys school. The first week it was weird, but that's pushing it too far, too quick. At the time, I wasn't thinking about, oh, am I gonna get in Excelsior 6th form? And I wasn't even thinking about 6th form until Aleman say, "Oh no, I'm back at Excelsior." I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't have gotten into Excelsior. I have 8 or 9 CXC subjects. So, and plus I had 2 CXC subjects from the 4th form. So it wouldn't be a problem getting into Excelsior 6th form. Just to clear that all up. Intention wasn't to go to Jamaica College. Aleman forced me out. And if Aleman, they know him can attest to that. And say, "Oh yeah."
As them turn on me I play for Excelsior, me never have no talk.
What do you mean you never have no talk?
Like for say, "Yo, coach, take him back or so."
You could have listen. Unless you name Miko Brett, Aleman not take him. You can say it to him, but it's gonna go through 1 year and come.
Virgin, me and you that end up, and I remember that end up. But to be fair, Lance at the time was a manager were trying his best.
Yeah.
Talking to Aleman and say, "Yo, you can forgive him and stuff." And at the time we have a good team. Losing you, losing Bumpy. Zelano Barnes at the time. Zelano got Georges and Bumpy end up got Ulmas because Aleman decided say, "Yo, him not take them back."
Mm-hmm.
Thing. I don't think there's some relationship broke down still, you know.
So tell the people, you know.
You don't know, me assume, Kevin, how me a relationship work now? Before we go any more further. Because me the thing say, you live in Excelsior. You live in Excelsior and, you know, as someone that come from him and me, you think we could have talk or something like so. I don't know where the relationship broke down, but me have a feelings. Say,
the relationship broke down when they punched me in my face.
no, Blackwood, no, man. No, no people. My youth. No. People, let me tell you what happened. See? Let me tell you what happened. I sure say I carry I use for brother. I carry I use for me. So here the relationship, the friendship with me and Kevin Blackwood break down, people. So here what happened. Lance at the time the manager for Excelsior Manning Cup team. I asked Lance for a bus here for go home. I can remember this one Saturday morning, about 9, 11 o'clock. So you know, we have to clean up the gym before we leave and stuff for come back Monday. Brand new. So, me link Lance and Mr. Lance. I beg a bus here for go home. And Lance I say, go on and come back. Because I go in at the gym for something. Pay attention, Blackwood.
Yeah, pay attention, man.
So, Lance say, go on and come back. Me end up going at the gym, pick up my bag, same time. You, Bantan, Kareem Bantan, and Steve. Cheer no. Me a go in and only a come out. Lance give you the money. See? And say, yo, share it up the bus for bus here and thing. Me never did it at the time, you know. When Uno gone, me come back now, I say Lance. Lance I say, go on, Blackwood have the money, forgive me out that. Anyway, we reach out Mountain View around at the gas station. I can't remember around this, but I close to Excelsior. Deanery Road. So me just a bomb now, people. Me telling you the honest truth, as you know, me not in a lie. So me just a boom now, and them a Jamie I say, yo, yeah, walk Kareem, man. No boss here, no boss. But Blackwood, a gimmicks man, Kareem Bantan, a gimmicks man, and Steve, them a gimmicks man. So me I say, yo, Blackwood, me come from Rima, brother. One man come from Jungle, and one man come from Tivoli people. And the man decides, say, nah, give me no boss here. So I say, Blackwood, stop ramping me, brother. Give me my boss here, brother.
Tell the people them say attack me when me nah look.
No, brother, no. No, people, me I say, yo, I do all that, no. Me and him grew up together. And as I say, me take to Mike every day. Me and him should even fight and think. But one of the sweetest things what happened, when both of us never got out of bed with it. The same day, but before we get to that, the manager, me and this, you know, me say Blackwood, the man go in a taxi, you know, and the taxi full, you know, Bantan go in, and me decide say, yo, boy, I have to do something. Blackwood have the money. And me and him just start punch it out. Me and him just start punch it out, and one woman comes, say, for your boss here, I go tell, I think Gilbert, she said she know Gilbert that are the PE teacher, the sports, something like so. I remember the name. See? She said she go tell Gilbert and she say, yo, how much for your boss here? I say, $200 miss car, $100 go downtown, and $100 go a Rima.
If you say a criminal, you tell me the $100 in a school uniform.
No, brother, it's a Saturday, bro. It's a Saturday.
We did it on camp. We don't come out for camp.
It's a Saturday, brother.
Yeah.
It's a Saturday, people. And the man decides, say, nah, give me. Me have to try iron people. Me I tell you the truth. Me and him fight. And me did feel a way about it. When me get the bus here, me I go home. Me did feel a way about it. Cause me I say, the whole away, me and him, no whole away, me and him grew up in a rhythm. Play together. Me can remember enough Saturday morning, me I shoot Ankia downtown. And me I bring him. And me I say, yo, come here, go buy stew peas a direct. See? And but the same day when we fight the Saturday, we match that go on over Boys Town, and me I say, him go and say to Wayne, the manager, and say, yo, boy, you know, say me and grown man fight up at school and thing, and the man I say, oh, no for fight and thing, and same day, people who cross it with shake and me tell him say me sorry, him tell me say sorry, The man say, hug up, everything, people, and it done. That's all. We still got school together. You know, say things happen. Steve a gimmicks man and Bantan. They end up go to school and thing, and it head broke, but we still a friend. Nothing change. You know, when things change, people, I tell you when change thing. When Blackwood go to Jamaica College, me play against Blackwood and beat up on penalty shootout. Me I tell the people, he beat me in the Walker Cup semi-final, went and lose to Woolmans. Can you remember that in a national stadium?
Yeah, I remember that because I cried the final.
So after that, people, after the next year when me leave school now, me go now, and me, this is where the relationship work down. Because I know him, I know Kevin like my hand back. It's when it come, I don't know if him grew up, if him because him could really pressure people. When I mean spectator pressure him, he may take it to heart and back, and I know my friend. See? So we leave now and I leave school now and thing, and I say, me I go and support Excelsior, I beat Pat Cover and everything there. And me then I stand and me know say, forget off Kevin Blackwood off him game. You have to and I tell the people that him have a stink on that, because every minute Kevin Blackwood, you know, go to reject you. And then I could think down the school girl them now and the school youth them start. Anything when I say them start following, that kind of chew him off and get in him head. And from there, I think the relationship break down. Allow me to tell, yes.
No, I'm going to walk you through what happened. The first year, I go back to what you said, the first year we played, then we just transfer go JC. We played in a Walker Cup quarterfinal, right? You did that play. And the people in the stands that chant, you're mercenary, you're traitor, you know, good, rare, is it? That they didn't know anything. Didn't do anything. We still have play, we still have do my thing and play well actually. Got taken on before the penalty shootout. We beat you in a penalty shootout 5-4 or something like that. Went until the finals, lots of finals to Woolmans and National Stadium. Them are real score per way. Following year, we play Uno again, semi-final in a Walker Cup. Bantan with a kill with, you know? And then the whole time, Big 12, OJ Bedford, or whatever the name. Did I follow me the whole time, man? Look me, I made back elbow, everything. You with the pad cover them, I'm there, I'm there on the field, I'm just there.
No, man, Bedford leave school together, man. Yes, mommy and Big 12 leave school together.
Oh, that's the first year. That's the first year when we beat them.
Yeah, at the second year.
We beat about 2-0 in a Walker Cup, and then them go that just be a game, we don't have very this and that. No, that's a part of the game. Why would that much of the friendship if you support your team and I try?
Oh, brother. But here white different people. Let me tell you why different. Because I know him.
Mama say something. Me can't just lose a game, right? To because I'm a rival now, you know. Me can't just lose a game to Uno and then Uno come and say, oh, shit, you're a good game or whatever.
No, brother, me never come and do that.
Give me 48 hours.
No, me never come. Me I tell you all about, me tell you, so that's why I telling the people say this. Because the things that I say in the stands and the school, me I tell the people, him have a stinker. Me decide, say, me now make the boy dominate the game. Me now make him control the game. Me I go put him on a pressure upon the sideline and everything when I say the fans, they must say. I can't remember. I don't know if they with a fiance, they said she come from down Columbus, she was Chivel's sister. What's she name?
Osheen.
Mm-hmm. I remember you over Boys Town, brother. Jesus Christ, brother. At that, brother, tell the people them, brother, and talk. Because even when we bring out Brian and the whole of the man them come, I read my party. You hear all of the man them and you hear me. From that, you stop hearing me and
alright, think about it this way. Right? Because if you say our friendship mash up or demolish or whatever you want to say because you pressuring me and you supporting your team, which was Excelsior at the time. Me playing for Boys Town, how many people pressure me through throughout my time there? That means I could talk to every single one of them then.
That one is different, brother. You get the you know the things that I say. I get off of your game, brother. I get on their skin, brother.
nothing that you did, I said, never really did. It may or may not throw me off from a game a little bit, because me I'll come on the bench and throw water off of me and all them things. All them man a chant and whatever. But yeah, that was the only game I say, all right, good, get to it. We'll beat with 2-0 in a Water Cup, and then we'll play on the back in a Manning Cup semi-final and go on 4. After that, I say, that day there, I just had a field day. I say, yo, you know what? There's nothing them can do now. Them trap with our matches box up a Kansas Spring and holding up on same field, spreading out 4-0.
I remember that. Me cover in a stadium.
Yeah.
I could have said nothing, I just dumped up.
Yes, yeah, they stop beat the pad cover them from half time. But yeah, that now nothing. I just think this is what me think, right? I think it's because, as growing up, we become adults, and whatever we do, like career or anything we choose, may take us on different paths. And some friendship goes from talking every day or every other day to every once, twice a month, and I just saw the connection just kind of because I just saw life work, and if you know the song where Alkaline sing with real dogs or whatever, I'll say have a talk every day. But when you link up, the vibes are the same. I just
bro, the vibes never be the same, brother. Cause in a dance, I bring you from Excelsior, brother. And the man must say, oh, Blackwood, where you my dear? You can't tell the man them my dear, brother. Not earrings, bro.
Yeah.
And them skin people. I make him telling not the people. I get on them skin. And the man just decides to him now go talk to him. But anyway, I still love you as my brother. I'm still check for you as my brother. Trust me. But anyway, let's get back into it though. Because they do some serious damage. Went on, beat Excelsior in the Manning Cup in the National Stadium. They destroy us here and Junior Flemings. And then, I think 2013 that. It's 2013.
2013, yeah.
2013. You have a feeler in the final. You defeat Woolmans. You defeat Woolmans and stuff. So how it feel before we talk about that final, how you feel going to Jamaica College too? Leaving Excelsior. At one time, I see the man I bring an igloo in a brother. When I play for Excelsior, I bring igloo, brother. So that's a totally different thing. You leave your big team as a star baller, you go up there. So, but you probably know the last half the last year, they know who is Kevin Blackwood. They stamp your class. Is it so, or may I probably get it wrong?
Yeah, I get it wrong. Yeah, I get it wrong. Whenever they are carrying an igloo, and
brother, you carry igloo. Because see me and say, Alim Rima, innocent your boy. The man in Jamaica College I bring igloo. When him Excelsior, I'm not bring igloo because I'm sorry, baller.
Listen, at the time, Aliman not gonna say anything to get ahead of me. Aliman not gonna say anything. And actually, I will speak about Aliman before we get into that. It might be ways, but I think in a crazy way, Aliman had made an impact, a positive impact on my career and me as a person. The way Aliman used to coach, he overly, don't want to say overly aggressive, but it was harsh and stern, in which he was stern and straightforward, and I think that molded me to become the man I am today, where there's no outside noise. There's no outside noise that can come up with a make that's gonna distract me. Cause it may have to imagine a spectator chant and say all of this to get you out the game. And I've been dealing with Aliman for 2-3 years, up close and personal. Like Aliman has said and done some things where if you're mentally strong, you would have quit football already. You would have quit, give up on a lot of things. So kudos to Alaman, thumbs up to him. You know, back then when he used to coach because it actually helped, especially now. And what was the next part we just So,
Yeah, JC, but big up to Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson in a building. No flow, respect. Yeah. Jeffrey from First Street, big up yourself, enough love and respect. Big up to everybody down in the comment section. But yeah, when he went to Jamaica College, man, how you feel going to Jamaica College and stuff, man?
As human beings, as players, we always want to propel. We always want to elevate. We always want the best for ourselves. Even though at the time, like I said, it wasn't in my intention to go to Excelsior, it's because of the stubbornness and the craziness and the ego of Leeward Alibert why I ended up at Jamaica College. It was a change. It was definitely a change. The moment I got off that bus, the moment I get on the bus, it was just all men, pure boys. And I'm like looking around like, something, it's going to take some time getting used to. Go to school now and, just pure man. You play good this game and then, when you go co-ed school, they play good, it's score a goal. And girls will be talking about, hey, you score yesterday. You go to school now, but yo, good goal yesterday. And then, go on conversation with that, man. But it has its upsides where you focus, you're a little bit more, you focus a lot more in the classroom because there's nothing there to distract you. It's all meant, so you just have to focus and do your work.
Most definitely. So talk to us about that final, man. Put in a wicked performance. Stamping him in a Jamaica College shirt. So talk to us about that final in the National Stadium.
Yeah, before I remember we played you guys first. We saw Usain Bolt, right? And we talked a little bit, chopped it up, and he said, I think he said something to me like, shoot, what did he say? He said like, what did he say? This is your last chance to make an impression. He said to us, I said, what do you mean? I must say, you seem smart, you'll figure it out. And then I took that with me in that game, the Excelsior game. So I said, okay, the last time, remember all the chants and everything. It was like the longest bus ride from Constant Spring to Excelsior, and then the longest taxi ride from Excelsior to, from Constant Spring to Alpha Tree, and from Alpha Tree to Rima. Remember, I got off the taxi and straight home to sleep. It's just stressful. And so I said, okay, and I took that thought with me, that whole little phrase. I say, yo, every chance you get. So we moved on. Took that thought or the phrase personal, and then I'm like, okay, this is another chance. So I'm gonna get to make an impression where I have to do it, and then I got give you additional chance or whatever. So everything like the previous year, 2014, I remember how those guys made me cry in the National Stadium, losing 1-0. And then we just going with a frame of mind and say, hey, this is just like it. Just play like you're in a training, have fun, enjoy, and the ball of the world, and we just talk a little bit more over there. And I remember, I think they scored first. I remember, they scored first. I think Jahil Hyde scored first. Then we equalized. And then them take the lead again. Then we equalized. And then Rafiki Bryan, I remember because I set up that last goal. Rafiki Bryan with a hit and we won 3-2. But before that, it was 2-2. And that was the first game I've ever played where I was cramping in my calf, my hamstring, and my thighs. And I remember we still have a picture. I should have the picture on my phone now, where Clemens come to me and he came to me and was like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "I can't continue." And he picked me up and looked me in the eye and said, "Yo, you have to continue. We don't have any track." And then I looked at the sideline. I said, I saw Ian Forbes, and he's like, "You gotta go. You have to go. You have to go." And then came on and gave me 2 salt tablets for help with the cramping. The first ball I got, I turned and I passed it, and I started cramping up again, and I fell down. Clemens came again and picked me up and said, "You got to go. You have to go. You have to go." And eventually, I started running more, and then the cramps went away for a little bit. And then remember that one ball, it was like a corner kick, and then they headed it out, and I chased it down. And I saw Rafiki put his hand up at the back post, and then I just whipped it in, and then he headed it and went on. The whole stadium went bizarre. It was chaotic after, because I saw not players, but fans jumping there, like hopping the fence and falling down. It was crazy. It was good. It was like a dream come true.
You think of the best match that you ever play?
In a life or in a Manning Cup?
No, man, in the entire life, Bridging. Man of the match, you get that game there,
Yeah, well,
big stage, brother. Manning Cup.
I would say yes, because especially it's been documented, so I would say yes.
Yeah. I think that's the best schoolboy football game I ever watched. Both teams. Ulman should have turned it over still now. True, Lord at the time never good, Ulman should have turned it over, because Ulman's a favorite them of the team, but once you have Life and Junior Flemings and Kevin Blackwood and Rafiq Thomas and that team, and the center half from Jungle, what's his name again?
Orlando Brown.
JC. I'm not lie, still JC are one of the luckiest school I ever know.
I wouldn't say luck. Okay, you know what? One Alfred Hitchcock and me normally tell us. He told us one day, this is 2012, I forgot who we were gonna play. And then he said, luck favors the prepared man. So meaning if you're always prepared, you'll always have luck for your side. Fail to prepare, you're prepared to fail, or whatever them say, you stand a chance, or chances are you might lose.
Yeah. So wrapped up a Manning Cup season, you play 19 games. 19 games you play for Jamaica College that season. 19, brother. That's a lot of Manning Cup game.
I think that season I had like 8 goals and like 12 or 13 assists.
Yeah.
That season was a really good season. It was a special team, actually.
Yeah.
This how special the team was. I can tell you the starting 11 and probably 4 or 5 players off the bench. We have Courtney Dowdy in the goal. We have Albert Aarons, Orlando Brown, Orion Tomlinson, David Simmons. You have myself in midfield. You have Aquino Bailey. You have Ramon Owell. You have Rafiki Bryan. You have Junior Flemings. Malik Foster. Who was it? Shellan Mackay. Corey Edmonds. There's a lot of, the team was so special. We have Stefan Logan as well. We were well rounded. We had a good team. We were a sound team. And kudos to our thumbs up to Miguel Cooley, as he managed our team really well with so many different personalities and egos. Ego and things like that can get in the way of teams. And I think Miguel Cooley did a good job, and that was the kickstart of that rampage that Jamaica College went on to win it like 4 or 5 years in a row.
Yeah. How important is Miguel Cooley with the development in the last half there?
I would say really important as well, because everybody who comes into your life is gonna be important. They're gonna teach you something that the coach before, or the girlfriend before, or the friend before never teach you or whatever. Every coach, everybody brings something different. A different perspective is always good. A different opinion is always good. So you can just take everybody's opinions or perspective and compare and contrast them and see what fits best for you. And Miguel Cooley was that guy. He always had some poem, some extract where from you listen to it, make you feel like, say, yo, you make you feel real confident. Like you can run up a mountain tomorrow morning, up and down 10 times without being tired. I remember the famous quote he made after we beat Stets at Stadium East. He was like, don't wait to be inspired to aspire. Dream, wake up and dream again. And I will simply take from that was, don't wait for somebody to do something, then believe that you can do it. Just believe in yourself, say you can do it. Do it. If you don't work, go sleep, and then come do the same thing tomorrow again. That's my interpretation of that quote. And you know, and that the kind of impact Miguel Coley left on me because he believed in me and trust that I could get the job done and lead the midfield. Because there's have been games where we will start off like really slow, or the other team had the ball more than we, and Miguel would have shout, Blackwood, get going, or Ruffo, say something like, we're losing the midfield, and then like, but Miguel Coley was an important part of my coaching.
Which coach get the best out of you, or make the best impact on Kevin Blackwood?
I would say Ryan from Boys Town. Leon was one of those coaches where it's like he saw me in him, like me, like one of his sons are, and like because of Leon, I can shoot the ball, or I can shoot it, or I can trap the ball, all that. We used to spend time and make sure that we get certain things done, like the basic and what is more important. And I remember leaving for college. I was worried about a lot of things. And Leon said to me, I was worried about how many sneakers may I bring up, clothes or whatever. And he said, listen, man, don't worry about that. All that are going to play out, it's going to play out by itself. What you need to do, make sure you get ready for the season and make sure you're ready for school. And here I am today. I saw him the other day, actually, when I was in Jamaica. It's really good, too. It's always good. But I think Coach Mickey made the biggest impact on my life and my career as a person.
The 5 best players you play with?
That's a little bit tough, That's a little bit tough. I'm going to answer this because, one of my friends, Nico Brett was one of them. Listen, it's going to be tough, so I'm going to give you a 10.
Okay.
Nico Brett was one. Zalana Bond, really gifted. Kareem Bantan. Kanija Johnson. He played with us under 17. He was really good. Marco Andrews. I just started playing with him the other day. He's really good too. 5. Rafiki Bryan. Try to remember players from.
What about Shaman Nicholson?
I never played with Shaman. I played against him. Remember, he was like a year or 2 below me. Remember, he was with Tevin Shaw, them and.
Yeah, I mix up with Tevin Shaw. What about Marvin Morgan, Jamil Hardware?
Jamil Hardware, Marvin Morgan. I try to remember from Boys Town side now. Michael Campbell. How can I forget that?
Realize you know I call the idol name Kirk Porter.
I'm not going to really count the goalkeeper then.
No, bro, you have to count him. The man a big impact for your life, brother.
No, that's different. Yeah, that's different. And I'll call Rafiki Bryan.
Yeah, that's it.
Malik Foster.
Junior Flemings were good in Manning, good player in him time. He can be one of the greatest schoolboy football, him achievement and all of them stuff there.
For me, out of all of them, the best striker me ever played with was Nico Brett.
Nico Brett.
Was for me just Nico Brett and then Junior Flemings.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. People, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to share your thought down in the comment section. So let's move on. Winning Manning Cup for Jamaica College, big achievement. You get all the prize you're supposed to get. Next in that same year 2013. What next for Kevin Blackwood? Everybody know you're bursting on the scene. A lot of college. You that open up a lot of door for yourself in that Manning Cup final. A lot of scout overseas in the United States watching that Manning Cup final and stuff. What next for you?
At the time, from the move to Excelsior, we always remember some of us like Patrick Campbell, Kareem Banton, T.S. Ellington. Some of those guys were always talking about scholarship, you know. And I wanted something out of football. And if you want to pursue school or a degree or something, I never did do it in Jamaica. So I always hear the man talk about SATs and whatever. However, we do SATs. I think we did it at quality. Did it, everything was good and whatever. And after Manning Cup, they have the Jamaica All School team, the All Star team they selected from rural and urban Jamaica. We went on in Florida, we won the whole thing, and then we gathered a lot of attention from day one. I remember schools like University of South Florida, Central Florida was interested, Rhode Island University, and my first scholarship was to University of Connecticut. However, I was playing Premier League at the time, so my scholarship got revoked. Couple of the university came on board. New Hampshire University was a D2 school, and the coach made a statement that it didn't sit well with me at the time. He was saying, "Oh yeah, you're a really good player, but not good enough to start in our team." And then I look on the record; they were like 3-9 or 3-10, and at a D2 school. I'm like, you know yourself. You know what. You have to know yourself as a person. And I knew what I was capable of. I'm like, yeah, I'm not good there. And then the school Anika used to go to again? Robert Marsh was one of the schools that were interested, but they wanted to give me a scholarship in 2015. And I'm like, nah, that's not going to work out. It's not promised. You know, they can say next year, oh, we gave it to somebody else. And then Kareem Banton already committed to Cleveland State. And then, Cleveland State reached out and said, what do you think? They like you as a player. And, and the fact that Kareem Banton was already there, that was a plus. And the fact that LeBron was coming back to Cleveland, I'm like, all right, Cleveland State it is. Acquired a 4-year scholarship to Cleveland State where I was able to do 3 years, and then I transferred my final year to the Ohio State University, in which played for additional year and then graduated.
Yeah. What you were studying at college?
So coming in, I was studying sports management, Cleveland State, and then talking to my dad and thinking and stuff, it wasn't that marketable for after football. So I changed to communication and with a minor in business administration.
So you get a degree?
I got a degree from Cleveland, from Ohio State.
So what is it like going to a different country, going into America, going into college and stuff? You get distracted with these nice pretty girl, these big body girl and all of them stuff there.
And I'm not gonna say this to be biased, but the best set of girls Jamaica, you're gonna see them. Like the best of the girls, you're gonna see them in Jamaica. I mean, all the physique that is in front of you is all natural. And just a little bit of advice for upcoming players who want to play at the collegiate level, and whosoever is playing Manning Cup and club football in Jamaica, enjoy it as much as you can now. Because the moment you set foot on American soil or overseas, anywhere overseas, football is a business and it's really serious. Playing at the collegiate level, you have to be really fit. Like you have to be able to keep up. Like you have to be able to run, jump, muscle up, guys, fight, and all that. And with me coming here at the time, I didn't realize that. I had to learn the hard way. I wasn't fit enough, and that did kind of tainted my starting at Cleveland State. I remember thinking about, because remember, you're up on a scholarship, right? They might invest in you because they know what you can bring to the team or whatever. But if they might invest in you, remember you get a full scholarship. So they might expect it's just like the law.
Invest good thing,
return, right? Wasn't getting anything, and knowing at the time the scholarship I had was a 4-year scholarship, but it wasn't guaranteed. Meaning it was 4-year scholarship but 1-year renewal. So after every year you have to sign again. It's not like you sign one time. Not like the scholarship said from 2014 to 2018. It says that, but it says 1-year renewal. So after 1 year, you have to renew it. I've seen players who had a bad year, gone. I'm just drop them. Guys had like an average year, drop. And one guys got injured, just drop. So at the time, you have to figure out how to manage school, social life, and also training, right? It did challenging. At one point, it was really tough. I remember the coach looked me dead in the eye and said, "I'll tell you guys, I'm gonna be here next year." At the time, my legs were. You can feel as if your legs weren't getting enough oxygen to perform. So I got up 5 o'clock in the morning, running up and down Chester Avenue, downtown Cleveland in the cold, to see if I can, get my fitness up. And then I think the equipment guy saw me one time and said, "It's dangerous to do this out here. Don't do it again, whatever." And then 3 mornings after that again, need that again, I run and stretch, I do. I think just to make sure I can get up there with those guys. Because there's nobody and them white boys and them can run. And that's what it is in college, based off your athleticism and fitness. After that, they started me at right back against Cincinnati, right back. I played really well, played the entire game. And after that, I didn't come back out of the team. I played right back, I played center back, I played left back, I played the 6, I played the 8, I played the 9, I played the 10, I played the 11, I played the 7. The only position I didn't play for Cleveland State that year was
striker.
Well, no, I played the 9. It's 9 as a striker. I was a goalkeeper position. But
when me hear the news in Jamaica, right? These are some of the rumors. Blackwood can't get in the game, man. Then if him do a player right back, them a put him.
Mm-hmm.
Me know from a longer time, Kevin is not the quickest, the fastest. And these white coach, they love people who can sprint there and the speed in the midfield. Because doing an interview with Miguel Cole and him talk about one of the things will kind of let you down big time when they make you go to that next level is a speed as a central midfielder. You have everything, you have the eye, you can read the game, but the speed kind of let you down. See, so these are the rumors I was hearing when I was in Jamaica at the time. You lose your space, you play right back from all of these things. I was hearing. But Kevin, may I ask you a question though? Because they say you never went into Cleveland State, you wasn't fit enough. Where that do? With a party guy, campus and all. Cause sometimes we have black youth. I'm not say you do it, no, me I ask because sometimes we can lose, get distracted, you know, man.
Mm. So it all started from me leaving Jamaica to come here. That's when the fitness. I wasn't fit for preseason.
So you never run the Suns and where that do at Jamaica?
I was training, but not enough. All right. Mama, think for a little secret. Before I got here, remember Marcus Blackstock, one of my mentor and best friends. We were saying, leave boys don't know, man. You got scholarship already. Just come finish out, just come do work and whatever. And if I say, you don't talk too much, man. You know older people always, And then went and play a game and under 20 over Boys Town. I think it was against Raytown or something. I got a kick right on my ankle. Chipped my bone. Couldn't run, couldn't do anything. So at one point, we had to stop, do all the training when we did do, and that kind of hindered me a little bit when I got here. And then got here, all type of problems start, because whenever I used to the turf, so we used to get like shin splints, knee them with a hurt, when they develop lower back problem, and from one ankle bad, the next one become bad. And it was just a roller coaster the first month or two. And then after that, I get fit again. After let's say 3-4 games, we start playing about midfield again. And then after that, when we start playing midfield, we come back out. Okay. But just to say that I'm definitely a different player now. I'm a lot faster and stronger.
It's right, bro. You can't. What kind of faster?
I've been telling you I'm faster now. Like I'm faster now. Not like one point where you gotta just push it and run. People make it seem as if like meaning I was like a snail, but I wasn't.
Yeah, bro, you're slow, bro.
Yeah,
you're only brother. You mean you're only for me?
No.
Yes, man.
Okay, I like your confidence. That's good.
Bro, you top heavy in bro. You top heavy in bro.
Just go take out some of the videos that we asked, and tell me if that's not speed, I don't know what is.
Bro, I'm go watch the game them. So, all right, leave college now. But let's get into that now. Leave college. Why you never get draft? Why wouldn't see Kevin Blackwood have that impact in America like him have that impact at Boys Town, under 20, under 21, Premier League, money, Excel. Everywhere you go, you make an impact. Every single where you go, you make impact. JC, Excelsior, Boys Town. I don't know where you go make an impact. You make an impact in Cleveland?
Made an impact in Cleveland, made an impact in Columbus, at Ohio State. It just so after transferring from Cleveland State to Ohio State, I had the liberty of partaking in that combine with the Columbus crew, right? I went there and did my thing. But before in the semi-final against Indiana, I think they were ranked number 8 in the country or number 4, something like that. Hamstring problem, I have to be pulled out of the game. 2 weeks after that, I have to go on a combine with the crew. Played well, but at the time, no international spots for me. At the time, I didn't have residency as well either, so that didn't help. So that was one part of it, and Toronto FC reached out to my coach saying that they wanted me to do a 2-week trial, come there and stay for 2-3 weeks on a trial to see where it takes us, and couldn't at the time. Let me tell them my hamstring is mash up. They are train. I try to straighten it, nothing. Leave the US, go to Jamaica. I train. I try to straighten it and think, nothing. Couldn't come back. And after that, came back to the US, and it was tough being an international student and a player because the international spots are so limited, and most of the guys them who get international spots, they have somewhat played somewhere in Europe before or somewhere all over the world. So if you choose something for your business or your organization or your establishment, you will choose something that is familiar or someone who's familiar with the role and a little bit more experience over a beginner. And I think that's what happened. I just didn't get enough look in, so I just didn't get that platform to be able to showcase what I can do at the time.
Okay, fair enough. Explain yourself well. But what are you doing right now? Currently in the United States. Where in the United States you are? Still in Cleveland?
Yes, I live in Cleveland, Ohio. Now I'm playing.
That side of who that side of you?
Nobody never beside of me, Ohio.
You me see I look about those time I see I look over there, you know.
I tell them they always like nobody never beside of me. Should I look through the window? So right now I'm playing for. I just got done working with an asset management company. It's a company that buy and sells home in Cleveland, and I used to rent them out and stuff like that to people from the greater Cleveland area. No, I'm playing in the MASL 1 and MASL 2. It's a pro indoor soccer league in the US. I play for the Utica City FC in the MASL 1 and the Cleveland Crunch in MASL 2. This is my first season in MASL 1. My second season in MASL 2. Actually, we're the defending champions, the Cleveland Crunch, in MASL 2. And now we're 10-0, coming off of a 16-4 game against Muskegon in Michigan. And yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
Yeah. So all the salary getting good money?
Decent. I can say that.
Okay. So you're a resident now in Cleveland, in America? Okay, great. Thanks. I'm so happy to hear that and stuff. I wish it come when you want to go pro the right way.
I mean, there's still time, and if the opportunity presents itself, and I know I would make good use of it. Let's just put it as that.
You ever think about to come back to Jamaica and play Premier League?
That was actually my plan right after I graduated, and I remember I was talking to one of my closest friends, Kareem, and he was like,
Kareem, who is Kareem? Kareem Banton?
Yeah. And he was saying, don't, there's, nothing here. So I'm like, I wanted to come back and play while work, and, and at the time it wasn't the best option. And now I still, maybe not, but I just don't think it's gonna do any justice.
Yeah.
Why would I come back and play Premier League? Try to make the national team? Who knows? The chances of it happening is likely. I wouldn't say it's highly unlikely, but it's definitely a possibility.
So as a youth footballer growing up in Jamaica and playing football, where is your best position now? It's still Stevie Gerrard holding midfield or right back?
So I think my best position is the 8. Not holding, but more like a box-to-box player.
You think you still have that? But then
can't lose it. Still have the pass, still have the dribble, still have the long shot, the short pass, still have it all.
You sure, Kevin?
From your ball, you can't lose it. What you're gonna lose when your ball is the fitness, you're not gonna lose the touches.
People, may I tell you, the best midfielder I ever play with. You understand? A good baller, Steve Gerrard and baller and stuff. I don't know if you might bring Arsenal or Man U now.
That's a chain.
Oh, okay. You still support Liverpool then? Yeah. But big up to Coach Barris. Barris have something to you. He asks you why you wear the number 2.
At the time, at the time, I play right back, right? And the numbers, all the numbers that I asked for it wasn't available. I asked for number 10, 8, 12, 16, and them just give me the number 2. And I'm said to return to my coach and say, say I disrespect this in my country, but I said, all right, what the heck? It wasn't my ideal choice, but hey, we wore the number 2 and become player of the year. So let's just show you young kids, the younger generations, the number they really play football. Mm-hmm. And Boris Johnson, alongside Coach Mickey, was one of the calmest, most composed coach I've ever, worked with. As no matter the situation, if we get killed or dominated by any team, Boris was always calm and showing out his tactics and stuff. So, thumbs up to you too, Boris.
Yeah. Next guys.
He said he came to the preseason camp late that we had at Alpha. I did?
Yeah. Boris, tell me.
I like to think that I'm very punctual, so I don't think I'll show up to a preseason camp late, Coach Boris.
Yeah, I probably cause sometimes it change when you're growing up. You always be on time still.
Yeah. Maybe I mix me up for Patrick. I don't know.
Boris address it, but you remember we were playing against Calabar, Excelsior, and Boris put in a right back.
No.
Right back him put you see it, you come your career. Yeah, him put you right back, I don't want to play right back.
No, I don't think Boris ever put me at right back. Coach Tiger put me at right back or right midfield.
No, Boris put me at right back. We play against Calabar up at Excelsior. And Boris said, if you not play right back for him, I see him, I call Boris. I'm sorry. But third quarter, I should have called you first, but I call Boris. Remember Boris put you and Boris said, if you not play right back for me, you can't play another Excelsior team. Remember, I think Boris there work still, but I'm going to try. I'm probably in and out. Boris probably there work still, but
him can't there work and they online 7 minutes.
Yeah, man, him there work, man. Him done work. I think him done work about 11 o'clock or stuff. But I'm going to call Kirk Porter, because Porter want correct something what I say about the Premier League result.
Yo.
Mr. Porter, good evening, good night. You're live and here,
Good evening, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I have your boy where you nurture on the show right now.
Oh, that Kevin Blackwood.
Oh, God.
Kevin, I'm a son, man.
Yeah.
I 3 Liverpool man on the show now. Look at me, man. Small world.
I forgot to say a Liverpool fan, Stino Kirk. Are you make Blackwood support Liverpool?
Never ever.
Kirk, are you make Blackwood support Liverpool?
No, I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I couldn't tell. Blackwood look like a Steve Gerrard ball a long time, man.
Yeah. He the one who put me onto Liverpool still.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. The man look who name struggle.
Okay. Ask him who put him on to Liverpool. Ask him.
Who put you on to Liverpool?
Steven Gerrard.
Him say Steven Gerrard.
Yeah, Blackwood a good youth, Blackwood a good youth, man.
I give credit where credit is due, So if Struggle or Kirk would put me on to Liverpool.
Yeah?
And see, I'm glad we play a part in his life and see where I'm at now. I feel really proud, Most of the youth them in the community where I play a part in them life, I can feel really proud about it because I see them I excel. Like even Bows are there. Every time I pick up my phone and see, you know, I feel really good.
Yeah.
And, you know, say I remember one time I have a picture. I don't know if Kevin remember. I was going to Ghana and
yeah.
I think they said they want 2 players. I don't remember if 2 players they want. And the first person come to my mind was Kevin. I think me and him take the interview as well.
Yeah. I remember.
I remember, Kirk.
Okay, but we did have some younger player. I think Kevin. We have Scott. We got Nanko. We got
Kevin on it.
It's 5 of them. Dapper also. But a couple of youth come up in the team that at the time and them really do well. That's why I was telling you the first game Kevin win, it was down by St. George's, down by George's.
Yeah.
We were playing against George's team down by near the seaside.
Seaside.
Yeah, and I think Price bring him on and him come play really well. I think he really clear a ball off of the line. I can't quite remember if him clear it. I will win the game by 1 goal to 0.
First game that man.
Yeah, that was his first Premier League game, I think.
Yeah. But you have anything more you want to say? Because I recall the big coach from Excelsior call you know.
Well, to be honest, I'm saying that, you know, tell Blackwood to continue to do what he's doing and, you know, not just making me proud, but to make the whole community proud because wherever we go, you know, we have to shine. Because we grew up in a community where idols come from a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel just hold up with and continue to hold up in mid as well.
Okay, fair enough.
And keep the program going. I like it. You make me laugh a lot, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, sir. Enough love and respect.
Yeah, even though Blackwood don't name my name 10, because me asked him, my name 10.
Yeah.
The 10 up man. He's a goalkeeper. We don't want
Yeah, goalkeeper.
No, if you ask me now, the rank the goalkeeper them I'm gonna play with and again, so we can rank them.
Yeah.
All right, Blackwood, don't worry yourself.
All right.
Yeah, later.
Yeah, thanks, man. All right. So, Blackwood, I'm just going to call Boris and then we'll just close off. All right?
All right.
We know Boris that early killer. Boris, I said, Sir Porter. Coach, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Good evening. First, I must say I like the combination in terms of excellent goalkeeper and an excellent centre mid. Yeah, I must say this is going to be one of the best shows you have done so far. I mean, I sit and I listen to the interview and I smile because I know the background you guys are coming from. You see, and it's good to see you guys reunited, and especially with Kevin, so he can share his story. I asked why you were number 2 since because what happened, I used to watch some of the games.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when he was at, what was it? I think the first school.
Cleveland State.
Playing. I remember calling him to find out why is he not in the team. And he had told me a bit of factor, and I told him to continue to work hard. And it's your best. But I think one of the problem is he came late at the preseason that we had at Alpha with Kareem. That was Banton, with Juvan Francis.
Mm-hmm.
There were like 5 of them that was doing preseason with me to go off to college. Blackwood was the last one. So I think he had missed out on a lot because when he came in, you could see that, I mean, he tried best, but to leave in a couple of weeks, you would have to put in a lot more work. But I must say I am very much pleased in terms of where his career is going, based on the background where he's coming from. I sit here and I can't tell you guys how proud I am to see you both on an international forum. A lot of people won't know that you guys are basically neighbors, basically good teammates and good friends. So, I mean, it's very good to see you guys. I love the interview in terms of what Blackwood have to share in terms of story. and just understand what we are still following the journey. I mean, there's a lot of mishap that do happen in terms of his career, in terms of a selection where Jamaica is concerned. But he still has a bit of time. He still has a lot in terms of his speed of play, and his ability to play at any level is very good. So I wish him all the best. Just hope that he do well in the league that he play now, and to let him know that the MLSL is always looking, Europe is always looking. So just continue to do your best. And I mean, the big contract will come, my friend. Just hope that you remember us. You don't have to send much, but a little will.
Yes, coach.
Coach.
Yes, coach.
Coach.
Good to see you guys.
Yeah, coach, one thing before you leave. You remember the Calabar game we lose over school? Which position you put Blackwood? When he play for Excelsior, the right back, you tell him same have to play for the team.
No, what happened? He started the game. He started the game at central midfield.
Yeah.
And then I asked him to play right midfield. But what happened? Understand what happened? Remember, we lose. We had went down to 10 man in the game. So I asked him, "You want to finish the game at right back?" But he was like, "It doesn't make much of a sense because we're losing the game." So I said, "Okay, let me see what happens." You see, but, fortunately, he went off to college and he did well there because I had the opportunity to watch a lot of his game online. And I just want to say all the best in the future for both of you guys. And I can't tell you guys how proud I am to see you guys as not only Excelsior, but as kids from Rima. And as Bob Marley would say, probably Concrete Jungle. But it's just good to see you guys, see the progress you guys made in your life. And I can tell you, it will be a good factor for kids that sit and watch the program to see that doesn't matter where you're coming from. The most important thing is to set your dream and set your sight on where you want to go, and it will all happen. Because if you ask me right now, if I think and ever dream where you guys will end up, honestly, I would probably tell you on the $50 bill note in Jamaica. As I said, it's good to see you guys. And I love the discussion. It's very much continue to do what you do, Blackwood. And I have a couple of agents looking out, so continue to do what you're doing and keep on doing what you're doing. And as for you, Rima, continue the show.
Yeah.
The show is going, and it is going in a very positive way. And I must tell you, from a worldwide point of view, we love it. We love it. We are locked in all the time. It's good to see you guys. But I mean, hopefully one of the days we can do a good reunion. I think it will be for us to be in the same space at the same time. I can imagine the amount of laughter, the fun we'll have. But hopefully it's something we can do sometime. But good to see you guys. And as I said, continue to do what you do, Rima. Continue to do what you do, Blackwood. And I know sky is the limit. And you guys keep on doing well. Okay.
Yes.
Right. Thank you, coach. Appreciate your kind words.
Okay.
All right, coach. So thank you guys. That's the end of the show. If you haven't like the video. If you haven't subscribe. Kevin, what your final say to the people and the young player them watching right now?
Just like what I said earlier, like you just have to, one, believe in yourself, and two, you just have to work. Us players from the Caribbean, we just have to work twice as hard as anybody else, because you have to look at it this way. Like, being from South America, those guys already have an advantage over us, because from the Caribbean, it's not, there's this notion that track and field is or a native sport or number one sport, while in South America it's football, I would call it soccer. So chances are, those guys or people from South America or North America or whatever, them gonna always have a little bit of an advantage over you. So in everything you do, you have to work twice as hard to try to beat the next man. And like I said, football here, and everywhere else to go outside of the Caribbean is a business. You know, make sure that you're fit enough to make sure you be able to perform at a high level. But whatever, you know, you guys are playing now in Jamaica or wherever, you know, your respective places or whatever, just make sure whatever you do, you enjoy it and do your best.
Virgin, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you very much for coming, Virgin. You know, I tell Mikey said it's going to be the best interview, you know. Virgin,
let's just hope they can tap it every other interview after this and constantly make the channel grow. And you know, and I just want to shout out some of
the people who come for your support.
Yeah, shout out to all of them, you know, friends and family who have you know, made this possible, who have been in my corner from back then to now. Ricardo Reed, no, we're not on good terms right now, but you know, Steve Reed, Anita Richards, Odin Hamilton, Michael Fowlin, Jonathan, my mom, my little brother, sister, everybody who Kareem, DeMarco, everybody who has you know played an important role or you know part in my life, my development as a person, as a player. All of the friends and ex-girlfriends that I had, still want to everybody with a big up girlfriend, big up, and all that. So thank you for everybody who tune in on the show and all that. We do appreciate the continued support.
All right. Thank you, guys. Renee, big up yourself. Renee, I still love you, you know, as a youth, you know. From a long time, I tell you, I love you, you know. Long time, I tell you, I love you. Auntie Charmian, big up yourself. Nothing but love and respect. Big up to all of the people them who come out and watch it. Owen, big up yourself. Boris Johnson. Who again? Just big up people. I cannot go through all of the comment. Jeffrey, Kirk, Karumi, Fresh God. Big up all on yourself. Big up to every single body who joined the interview. Nothing but love and respect. How we do it? You have to tell our next baller about the show, and I want you to tell Nico Brett about the show, and let's get it on him.
All
right. So thank you guys for watching. Until next time. Listen, I'm going to leave you with the best football game of all time. Nothing can stop this. Watch this. Tell me if you enjoy this. So thank you guys for watching. From your boy Ryan LFC, I like to say peace out. Thanks for watching.
Can Jurgen's men rise against every obstacle in front of them tonight? Still Henderson, safe by the goalkeeper, and in by Divock Origi. And Liverpool have scored early. And Mane's in the middle, there's not much else to aim for. Now there is, it's in! It's Gini Wijnaldum for Liverpool! He's caught in a beauty! Wijnaldum! Oh my goodness gracious me! The unthinkable! The unbelievable! Liverpool are level from 3 down against Barcelona! The raw emotion of what's going on in this game. Early goal, Origi! Liverpool he's given it! What a piece of quick thinking from Trent Alexander-Arnold! And Divock Origi has 2, and Liverpool have 4, and they are on the precipice of the greatest night of European champions.
But I said nothing more to all of the Man United fans, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Kevin, big up yourself. Enough love and respect. Mikey, big up yourself. Nothing but respect, my brother. Appreciate it. See?